What's up, guys? I got a new phone. So I got the iPhone 17 Pro, and I had the 14 Pro beforehand. And if you guys know about iPhones, that was the last one with like the original chargers. And so when I hook up my microphone, I plug something in, and that kind of connects the mic to it. So I didn't think about that. So I actually don't have a microphone right now, but I think it'll be fine though. I'm gonna see how this video goes, see if the audio is still good, and then maybe I don't even need to buy another one. So we'll see. But yeah, man, glad to be back. About to head to the gym for a good workout, and I actually feel the pre-workout kicking in, getting a little itchy. So, but let me get to the point. Happy Friday, by the way. So, you know, I was thinking, you know, lust is ruining so many people's lives. And I mean, like, literally everybody, not only younger people, not only men. I see it in older people, I see it in women, I see it in everybody. I've seen it in myself before in the past, and I'm not perfect, but I've really like been aware of it, and I've kind of done the work to kind of try to overcome it, right? So let's talk about it. You know, when you're trying to get a girlfriend, looks aren't everything, but you do have to be attracted to her to a certain extent, right? And same if you're a woman, like, you got to be attracted to your guy physically, but that shouldn't be the only thing you look for. And it's hard sometimes, and especially nowadays with like Instagram and shit. I go on Instagram and I don't watch any like fitness models or anything, but my whole explore page and my algorithm is just full of gym girls with like big butts and the tight booty shorts. And it's just like, man, it's like I've developed a lot of self-control, and I've done the work on myself, but I know what it's like to like see all that stuff, and then just pretty soon you're on Instagram for an hour just looking at ass, when you could be doing something productive. And then you start to like put this girl on a pedestal and think that she's like, I don't know, how do I say this? Like wifey material, and she could be. Or like you're already thinking that, like, man, I gotta wife her up. And I mean, most of the time they're like famous people, so you don't know them in person anyways, but this could apply to somebody you know locally too, though. I mean, fuck. Almost wrecked my damn truck right there. I did not get a lot of sleep. But yeah, like, it's a crazy world out there. You really have to be careful what you set your eyes on, and just, you know, look for the right qualities in a person, because if you don't, you could end up with somebody who is, yeah, like really hot and attractive, but, you know, you might, the fuck, bro? People are driving crazy today. Holy, that's like 2 wrecks I almost got in right there. Damn. I don't even remember what the hell I was talking about now. I'm over here freaking trying not to die. I mean, the first one was kind of on me. Like, I ain't gonna lie, but that one was like, what is going on? I'm just gonna get in the right lane and cruise here. But yeah, like, you could get somebody really hot, and you know they always say don't turn a hoe into a housewife, and it's like, it's true. I mean, if you like try to get a hot girl in a long-term relationship, but she has like a horrible personality and a lot of issues, bro, that's not gonna end well. It is not gonna be worth it. especially when you think about the fact that beauty fades. I mean, you know, we can't stay young forever and good looking, and you know, we just can't. And so when all that bullshit wears off, and you know, the flesh is aged, and like, who are you on the inside, you know? And are you somebody that you'd want to be around? And I see the same thing for women too. Like, they go for these guys who they really like, but then they have like horrible issues down the line, especially when they have kids with these men, you know? And then they end up as single moms, and then it starts this, you know, movement where they just all hate men, and they think all men are bad, and it can get really toxic too. Like, I've seen, I saw this story the other day where this guy, so there's this couple that's married, right, and they have kids together, and the wife doesn't like it when the kids eat McDonald's, which, like, I don't blame her. I mean, McDonald's is pretty bad for you, but like, their kids, you know, Happy Meals, whatever, it's cheap, so sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. But anyway, so the dad took the kids to McDonald's, and she got kind of upset about it, so she posted about it on Facebook. I think it was in this women's group or something, and some of the comments were crazy, guys. They were like telling this girl to like, oh, he's a narcissist, this is how it all starts, like, oh girl, you gotta leave him, you can do better. And it's just like, whoa, like, what? Like, bro, it's over McDonald's. I mean, I don't think you need to freaking split a family up over a freaking couple of Happy Meals, you know? So that's why it's probably best if you don't air out your like personal business on social media, especially in relationships, because then you're kind of like giving other people the keys to and the power to dictate your own mood. And that's not good. And yeah, it's crazy. So I almost feel like, you know, a lot of those comments were coming from women who were single or had failed relationships, horrible past with men, and so it's almost like they think that's how it is for everybody, or they want to, like, they say misery loves company, so they want to drag you down so they don't feel as alone anymore, because it's like, hey, if we're all alone and we can all band together and just say men suck, then, you know, it makes us feel better about ourselves, because then we don't feel like we're the problem. And it's like, you got to look in the mirror and you got to take accountability, you know? And maybe it wasn't all your fault. Maybe you guys just weren't a good match. But at the end of the day, you chose to be with that person. And some of y'all chose to have kids with that person. So it's like, there is a certain level of accountability. I've had failed relationships, man. I've had them. I don't think we ever get it right the first time. I'd say like 99.9% of us. And even the ones that like, that do, man, they still have fights and arguments, but the difference is they work through them, and they don't include, you know, social media and let those people dictate the decisions they make in their lives. So that's the difference. And so that's really what I'm trying to hammer home here, is that, like, you know, we got to really get back to just trying to work shit out. And obviously, if you're being abused, you know, you should probably get out of there. I'm not saying just take abuse from someone constantly, right? But I feel like a lot of people are just so quick to give up easily nowadays, instead of try to stay together, work things out. And no, it's not all men's fault. It's not all women's fault either, man. It goes both ways. Every relationship is unique in its own right, and it's really what it is. So it's never gonna be like, it's not so black and white, you know what I'm saying? So I just think we gotta stop trying to point the finger and just be so divided. That's not gonna help anything. It's not gonna help the youth in this country. We're not setting a good example that way, and, you know, we want to make sure that they have good people to look up to. So, but that's the biggest thing. That's why I wanted to hammer home here. yeah, we'll see how this camera looks too. I mean, it seems nice right now with the video, so I don't know. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.